So,
Actually, my buddy from university, we've invested in some mining rigs at his place.
nice.
So we'll see how those turn out.
All right. So we're
Corey's
here.
not sleeping. It's awesome.
Had a hard. Sorry it took
Nice.
so long. Took a while to get Henry to take his meds, so
No worries.
It's a suppository.
he was not happy about it. Nah, it was shoot. It's this beef flavored shit. It's Xanax basically, but
Nice.
it's beef flavored, and he hates it. So I don't
Can you
understand.
make a? Can you
I,
stick it in peanut butter or something? Or is that a dog? Not, it's not a cat. Never
I've
mind.
tried squirting it on his wet food, and he won't eat the food. He's like, well, fuck it, I don't want to eat then. So
Huh.
what I've done now
Eventually
is,
he'll get hungry enough.
yeah, well, I can't let Daphne eat it though.
Yeah.
So anyways, I let him eat, and then once he finishes, I grab him and give it to him because he has to eat it. He has to take it with food, or he'll throw it up. So, but anyways, it just makes him less territorial, so that he doesn't piss on the house to keep neighborhood cats away. Between that and us trapping a dozen cats, that has really helped. So
Yeah.
all the strays.
Take him down to the Chinese restaurant.
I take them down to the Humane Society, and I would assume they end up at the Chinese restaurant after that. So
Works for me.
they can't adopt out a feral cat. So
Yeah.
so they get axed within 24 hours. I already know that. So
Oh wow.
I don't care.
I get it.
They're rats at this point.
Yeah, I get
So
you.
we caught
There is
we caught a neighbor's cat. We let it go. So
nice.
it haven't seen it again. They say once you trap it, it'll never come back. So it's like, oh,
Nice.
that is a bad house to be at. So okay, so we are here. Oh, Nick, check these out.
What?
My two 15-foot
oh,
USB
nice.
cables.
Mine arrives tomorrow
So
with my green screen.
yeah. Oh, we gotta get you. By the way, John, are you on Rift?
No, he's on. He's on.
I'm
He's on Dirty Vive user.
You
He's
can
a-
add
like,
that on
he's-
Steam and we can.
He's a Vive snob.
We can do Orbis.
He won't. He won't buy the game. Yeah, you should definitely do that.
All right. So we're here. Um, let's see. I'm gonna say, Brian, I think it's your turn to give us a summary of what happened a month ago.
I can't read today.
Okay.
That's a good excuse.
John, you're up.
That's 5.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be super detailed.
All right. So at the end of the previous session, we're just finishing on fighting ice giants that are attacking the city, and some fled the south wall, and there was fire still in the city. Nargles was looking after the giants' belongings as Ironclaw was racing, and the other people were racing towards the fires. Ironclaw ran into the sheriff, Markham, who was asking for help, and he ended up using his horse to ferry people to and from the fire in the temple, managing to save people around the burning building. Through combined efforts of Rallick and, I believe, Foggle and Bone Crusher, we put out the fires and healed people that were burnt by the fires. Only 3 people ended up dying from the entire attack because of all our efforts. We found out that Artis Simber is actually Serac of Suzail's father. And Artis apparently has some connections in Waterdeep with the Roaring Horn, which is a noble family. And Duvessa Shane, I believe the kind of mayor of Bryn Shander,
Yeah, the speaker, which is their
has
mayor.
an aunt in Aunt Inerva Coldwater in Waterdeep that runs a ship called the Dazzling Wave that we could use to maybe do things around Waterdeep if we're seeking out Art Simber. And after we learned all that, there was someone shouting about a man being taken by a giant that was heading south, which we soon pursued. And we trapped the giant and rested on the way, as it seemed to be taking quite a long time. It had a good head start on us. And we ended up finding a cave the next day where there was Orok sentries that we just disposed of. And we are now in the cave, and a gate was just lifted that had a abominable yeti behind it that we are about to face.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, inspiration for Relic, or you can award it to someone else. I have no idea why Foggle's rolling, but we'll
That's
just
how I'm
go with it.
playing my, yeah.
Prime
Because
the
he
dice.
can.
Okay.
My character sheet. I'm sorry, I'm getting stuff set up. I was testing my dice. and
Okay,
stuff.
you're a little low in your portrait, by the way.
Oh, I'm slouching. Me.
Okay, just letting you know, since you can't see what you
Right.
look like.
I can actually see. I have fantasy grounds up.
Yeah,
Or,
well,
I
duh.
mean, I
We have
have
one
Rabbit up too.
VR participant. I thought about it, but I would literally have to stand up if I was going to do it because
I don't know, Jason. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with it. I'm just more playing around for the moment.
I know.
found
Well,
I
4
didn't
screens
find
in an Oculus,
resolutions
I have
for
to turn
video.
around to see the 4th one.
Oh,
So
sorry. I thought about streaming what I'm doing right now. By the
it
way.
literally wraps around behind me, so not going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a one shot in VR. Okay, so yeah, so we are at the Abominable Yeti. So yeah, you hear a loud clack down the hallway, and suddenly the chains retract into the wall, pulling the latches that are on the ends of the chains, unlatching the gate, which promptly swings up, blocking off the corridor. Yeah, an Abominable Yeti enters the scene.
Can you share this map?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot I hadn't shared this with you guys. Share. And we'll go ahead and switch. So let's turn off the FG announce. So far, it looks like our volume levels are all good, and the stream is brand new setup since my computer died.
All right.
FG announce. There's the full view. It's going at 1080p. We should be in a good shape here. Okay, so we're going to pick up right where we left off. I believe Foggle's turn had just ended.
I think so.
So, Nargles, you're up.
Is he up outside of the cage, or is he still down?
He's climbing. Like, you can tell there's an Abominable Yeti in there, and he is starting
Can
to
I
climb
see
out.
his hands up there, or no?
Yeah.
If you recall, I did actually shout out to everybody, "There is a Yeti, and he's coming." Because like I looked down, and I screamed, "Oh my God, there's a Yeti!" or something, and then I ran away like a little,
Right.
that.
Goblin.
Yeah.
So
It has not emerged from the pit yet. No.
So I'm gonna hold my action until I see his hand start to grasp on the lip,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna try to shoot his hand off with the lip.
Okay. I like it.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's the Abominable Yeti's turn, who immediately is going to climb out of the pit. So go ahead and take your shot. Now, if you're shooting when his hand gets on the pit, he is going to have full cover, which means -5 to hit.
I just want to hit his hand.
I'm fine with it. You can take the shot at
Okay.
his hand. If you're
Right,
if you want to
-5.
shoot his hand while he's grabbing onto the lip, it's full cover. But if you hit, it will have a payoff.
And I have advantage, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know where you're at. That's fine.
All right, let me get my actions.
You can do it.
Okay, -5.
Do you think I should stream this, Jason?
Knock yourself out, man.
I just don't know. Maybe next time. I don't know.
Do you have Oculus Mirror set up? Yeah, we did set it up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because you'd want to use mirror so people can see what you're looking at.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But it's built into your stream.
Yeah.
All right, here it comes.
Another time.
All right,
Nice.
you did hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Get a sneak attack.
Good job there, Corey.
However much damage you do is going to be a penalty to him climbing out.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay, so he has a 17 damage dealt to him, and he has a -17 to his athletics check to climb out.
Sweet.
All right.
You see a -17? Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, he took 17 damage to the hand. So
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
like
say
how
it.
your lowest dice there was
it
the
sucks.
8.
Okay. Yeah, he fails miserably. So you hit him, and he reflexively opens his hand, and you hear it fall. It plummets 20 feet, taking 2d6 damage.
Did I really not use
wow.
any level
It
1?
takes 11 damage from the fall.
Used it 28 damage.
And then it has a climb speed of 40 feet, so it's still able to climb out, but that is its whole turn. So the Yeti has emerged. You can see, everybody can already see, huge blood red, like blood-soaked right hand, giant maw actually, from where the crossbow bolt hit. Also, I believe he's singed. Didn't you blast him or something, Nick? Like a firebolt or something?
I don't recall.
I thought you hit him with a firebolt and ran away like a bitch or something.
I might have.
Okay. So, that, however,
Well, his
finishes
question
its
is,
turn, which is really big.
Is he missing 17 health, or is he missing more than 17
He's
health?
missing more than 17 health. That's why I'm assuming you
He's
must have
missing
hit
more
it.
than
Yeah,
28.
I must have firebolted him, yes.
He has... Do what? All right. So, Rallick, you're the next to act.
Does Rallick know anything about Yetis?
Give me a nature check.
Okay.
I'll tell you what you know about abominable Yetis. All right.
Not yet.
So,
but
you
soon.
do... Jesus. So, you do know about Yetis a little bit. Pardon just because you spent so much time studying the North lately. The Yetis themselves are keen hunters, and they tend to give very terrifying howls. The abominable Yeti is probably 18 feet tall. They're very solitary for the most part. They're very territorial and savage. And the thing you do know is that they prefer their food frozen and do not have the patience to wait for it to be frozen. You know that Yetis are able to exhale a cone of extremely frigid air.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Nick.
All right. Oh,
Man, he's going to screw up the order of all the cameras.
You bet he
Sorry.
is.
You know what he did? He closed that on accident when he was in VR.
No,
Yep.
can you still hear me? Oh, no, I was changing my playback device.
Oh, so he did it on purpose. Even worse.
So I may not be
Nick.
Recording,
John.
microphone.
Corey. All right.
He just used my webcam microphone. That's
So-
weird.
What do you want to do, Alec?
There. You guys still hear me or no?
Yeah.
some fancy stuff.
Mic check, mic check.
We can hear you.
We
Okay.
can hear
I'm
you.
going to use my psionic surge ability to make him have disadvantage against my ego whip.
Okay.
One of you Goliaths need to Sparta this fucker back into the pit.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
little
try.
bit big for me.
So I don't know how can I apply a disadvantage with something I drop on him? Just want to roll it.
It's a saving throw, right?
Start one second.
Yeah.
Just make a disadvantage save effect and drop it on him. We might even have it in our effects already. No, I'll create one because that's one to have.
Okay.
Here. Disadvantage save.
Nick just fucked up the order again.
Sorry, I told you to do it one more time.
He's killing me.
You're really quiet, Nick.
Yeah, he's ridiculously quiet now.
How about now? No?
Yeah, now I hear
Yeah,
you.
you're fine.
When
Okay,
you
so- okay.
lean down real funny. All right, disadvantage save effect is
There.
built.
Is that okay now?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Set
Try
to
action.
one roll. There we go.
All right. Yeah. That's where it is.
Recording device. No.
So, it must make an intelligence saving throw on a failed save. Takes 3d8 psychic and is filled with self-doubt, leaving it able to use its next action on its turn to only take dodge, disengage, or hide action. That is the worst phrase sentence I've ever heard.
There we are.
So I'm
Leaving you able to take these actions only.
I have
Wow.
destroyed its ego.
Nice.
Holy crap. It could not have done worse. Okay, so it takes 15 psychic damage and can only take dodge, disengage, or hide on its next turn. Good
Ralph-
lord.
Ralph shouts to spread out and goes over there.
Holy crap. I might have just trivialized this fight. All right, Rallick.
And that other one that gives disadvantage is a short rest ability, and I don't have my psychic focus now. It expends my psychic focus.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Wow. Okay. I believe Schiffinar is not acting independently right now. Correct?
Correct.
All right.
We're gonna
Bone
try.
Crusher.
I can like move around it like over to here, right?
As long as you don't leave its threatened radius, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hug it and get over there.
Okay. No problem.
And I think we're just gonna Warhammer it.
Okay, you easily hit with your Warhammer
Nice.
for 7 damage.
Aw. Oh wait, my war priest. All right, I
Ah,
can take
the
a
fuck
second
out of here,
attack.
Daniel. Hate that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna do my
I have to lock the room to friends only.
war priest, so I can take a second attack.
Like, why would someone join this out of the blue? Oh, someone's watching God of War videos?
It's
Like,
the one, the legendary Mr. Amazing himself. How you doing, sexy beast, UGTV? That must be his wife.
hey, that guy, what's up? No, he always jumps in and says weird shit. Welcome back. We've been gone a while. Missed you. All right.
So, Schiffinar and I would dearly love to go hit the abominable Yeti right in the middle of the stomach and see if we could push him back into the pit.
So like you want to like literally like shoulder
lead
knock
with the
him
shield. Yeah, exactly.
All right, it's a shove basically. I wouldn't normally let you, but since you've got Schiffinar's weight behind it, the size difference isn't too big. So yeah, you can make a shove check.
Yeah, move,
Okay.
run back and then charge right into him.
Yeah, you could easily back up first before you charge in. I would give you let me check Schiffinar's stats here. Schiffinar
18 on strength.
18 strength, and when he does his trampling charge, it's a 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. And you're wanting to shove instead. I'm okay with that. So he'll need to make a 14 strength saving throw with disadvantage if you charge.
I mean,
I'm
it'll only
charging.
be 5 feet,
Oh,
won't
yeah.
it? You'll just shove him 5 feet.
Well, Schiffinar can run around.
Yeah, I was saying 5 feet won't put him into the. It won't put him into the.
It is
pit.
only going to move him 5 feet. Yeah, this is not going to happen in one turn.
He'd be balancing precariously.
Yeah, he'd be on the
Kind of
edge with a 5 foot.
I'm gonna try it because his next turn's wasted anyway. He doesn't have an attack.
This is very true.
So maybe I get him the next turn. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna end up here.
Yes.
Just run around the goblin.
I'm going to just roll a saving throw for said
Yep.
abominable Yeti real quick with
Yep.
disadvantage. And he's pretty good at strength saves. He does make it. So you end up here, and if anything else, he's now pinned between you and the hole on that side.
Okay, then I suppose the second attack I'll make will just be a longsword attack.
Okay.
Or no, a lance attack.
Yeah, you
Let's
use your
hit him with
lance.
the lance.
It's you just don't get advantage, but it's still a straight attack.
Correct. Did I attack? Yep, I did. Okay.
And you hit for 7.
Okay, then I guess that's our turn. Good
Okay.
try, buddy.
That's all. That was your longsword. Doesn't your lance do more?
Yeah, you did longsword damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well,
Okay, I reset his damage.
I'll. Oh, you reset his damage?
Yeah,
Oh,
roll the lance
nice.
damage.
I feel like I should conserve my spell.
Yeah,
Worth.
way to go. Brian.
Totally worth it.
Dude,
Okay.
get yourself some keys so you can roll.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. Foggle.
Done.
1 second here. I'm just gonna go ahead and firebolt. I mean, I don't feel the need to waste spells right now.
Okay. Are you gonna move before you firebolt?
I guess I'll move because it is cover.
He did yell to spread out.
It's definitely cover behind Schiffinar anyway. So.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna move there to start.
Okay. I'll
I'm
finish your
attack.
move at the end of your turn. There's no point in
Okay, that's
adjusting it right now. Okay. That is a whiff.
Yes.
So
it is.
you send a firebolt high.
And then I'm going to from there move to I don't know. I have 32 move or 25. I think I have 30 as a goblin.
Pretty sure it's 30.
I'm checking. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And that's
What
my
about
turn.
a goblin who has tons of hair?
I don't know.
Or no, you're
I thought you
regrowing
had
I
it
lost all
currently.
my hair. Yeah.
He's currently
I lost my
You have
regrowing
no
his hair.
Mhm.
Okay.
Twice.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
He lost all his hair and then he lost it again.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Keeps
I hit
doing
next
that.
turn. I thought I hit next turn. Sorry, it didn't take it. What? Hang on, monitor's turned off for a second. Yes, I am done. Correct.
We're still waiting for you to hit next.
I'll wait for my monitor to come back. It's got to close out the VR thing. There.
Okay. Nargles.
Okay. What kind of negative am I at right now to shoot him?
He is standing out in the open. You'd have cover because Shiffinar is about half his. Shiffinar and the Goliath are about half his height.
All right, I'm going.
I will
to...
say that you are still hidden from it.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot at him from there. I'm going to go over to my abilities.
That's right. Nick screwed up the order again.
Sorry, I fixed my microphone.
You know what? It'd be
was-
quicker to just move Brian and Scott at this point.
It was using my webcam microphone for some reason.
Put Brian back. Put
Oh,
Scott
awesome.
back.
All right, I hit.
Oh, no, it's not because Corey's in the wrong spot. Nick sucks. Okay.
And now for
Damn,
my
nice hit.
bonus. My bonus, I can dash, right?
That is one of your options is a cunning action, yes.
I'm gonna move to there.
I like you just get there with
You
your
could
knowledge.
just straight move there.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah,
moved
try
yet.
to-
Oh.
You can move there and hide again.
Yeah, I'm gonna move there and hide again.
Okay, just give me a stealth check and you'll use your bonus action to hide.
Skills.
Okay, well, seeing as he will not be able to take any actions, I feel like it would be really dumb if he does not dodge this turn. So he will
He's
dodge.
not gonna hide right in the middle of the open.
Yeah,
Or
crawl back in the
disengage.
hole. So yeah, he'll just dodge since he can't. There's no way he can get away from you attacking him. Yeah, this is not going well for the Yeti. This was one saving throw. Talk about a save or suck. All right, Relic.
Relic is going.
Come on, do it again. It's all right.
No, I want to do something else. It's
He's
tempting.
pretty bad at int
Probably the right
saves.
play to do the same thing.
He's
He
pretty
can
bad at
punch
int
himself
saves.
in the
Hey,
face.
it's not your fault. Monsters take int as a dump stat.
Well, I'm going to actually cause a distracting figment in his mind. I'm going to spend.
Distracting figment.
Why don't I spend 3 on this one as well?
Choose one creature within 60 feet of you. The target making an intelligence saving throw. Fails to take D10 second per side point spent and thinks it perceives the threatening creature just out of its sight. It can't use reactions and melee attack rolls against it have advantage. Oh, shit. Okay. I love it. This poor thing.
So,
How much
yeah.
you spending?
3 psi.
Okay. Yeah, he fails. He fails hard. Even if he'd had he could have 18 int, he would have failed that. All right, so he takes 17 damage. All attacks against it melee have advantage. Great.
So does
Hey, at
that
least he's
cancel out his
dodging.
dodge? Yeah. that
Yeah, it'll
cancels out
cancel his dodge.
Never your melee poke.
You don't
He
even have to
also
roll
can't take
anything.
reactions.
Well, it'll be
So
a
you can
straight
move
roll at
away.
that point.
And he can't take.
Yep.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna get straight rolls against him now.
And yeah, he'll stay there.
Okay, are you controlling Shiffinar this turn, or is Shiffinar acting on his own?
I think I'll let Shiffinar act on his own this time.
Okay,
Well,
Shiffinar's
shout-
gonna hoof trample that sumbitch. He makes a melee weapon attack with advantage and disadvantage to miss with a 7.
Oh,
Okay, good turn for Shiffinar.
it's okay, Shiffinar. You get his hoofs up in his face, make him shiver a little.
Shiffinar actually moves over to keep him pinned, so no matter what direction he goes, he's still adjacent.
Yeah.
All right. That way, if he moves at all, he leaves your threat range. All right. So
Shiffinar's smart.
I guess he could sidestep, but he can't get away from you in any way. All right. And that's
You can't
Shiffinar.
sidestep.
Bone
Oh, I guess
Crusher.
you can move down one.
Yeah, he could sidestep up.
He can move down, yeah.
All right. Sometimes you just gotta be a fighter.
Hit for 5.
It was a super fun turn.
You don't want to use another inspiration thing?
I'm
I
just
think
gonna
we got
lance him.
Okay. Lance
I'm
number
not.
1 is definitely a miss. Lance number 2 is a hit.
Don't forget about the smiting.
He only smites on crits. Haven't you noticed that?
Right now,
I
I'm
mean, it
Brett
is the
fodder.
most
It's
optimal
definitely
way to
the
do
best
it.
time to smite, I agree. But yeah, he smites only when he
Right now,
crits.
Right now, I'm Brett fodder.
All right, so I have clear line of sight to him. I'm just gonna fireball. There's no reason to waste
You have
spells now.
disadvantage
So
on the firebolt, though. By the way,
why is that? It's an attack roll.
it's but I only grant advantage to melee attacks.
Oh,
Yeah, so you'll have disadvantage because he's dodging.
okay.
Even area cantrip.
Magic missile.
Wait!
What?
Okay, never mind. I'm just
No,
saying it's
how
been
many
a
do you
month,
think?
so maybe you've forgotten some of your mechanics. If only you had a way to give yourself advantage.
It's on cooldown.
Oh, well, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Cast a
I'm
spell
disadvantage
and
on
roll on that
cooldown, too.
table, baby.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So, magic
There
missile
you go.
first. It's 3 magic missiles, right? It's for level 1.
Yep.
Yep.
Level 1 cast, 3 magic missiles.
Besides, you might fireball.
And
It's now
now,
critically wounded after taking those 3 missiles.
Oh wow.
1d6 flumps controlled by the DM appear in an unoccupied spaces within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you.
what's a flump?
I have no idea.
It's a thing from the Fiend Folio in first edition. Please be in my monster manual. I thought they added that in Volos, didn't they? Nope,
I
flump.
don't know.
It's in the regular one.
I
Okay.
haven't,
have
actually,
to be.
I haven't actually seen these before.
Well, first off, here's a picture of a flump.
I get tied to chaos back.
Uh,
Oh, those, yeah.
Oh.
It's
That is
flying
a
spaghetti
flump.
monster.
it's an alien.
They drift through the
Jellyfish
Underdark,
fish.
propelled through the air by the jets whose sound give them their name. A flump glows faintly, reflecting its moods and its color. Soft pink means amused, deep blue is sadness, green is curiosity, crimson is anger. Let's
fear?
say purple is fear. Okay. Because fear leads to anger, so I figure it's a combination of sadness and anger. All right.
Cool.
Will the Yeti try and kill the flumps is the question.
That's a very good question. It depends where they appear, and I don't think I'm going to give Nick that nice of
It's within
bonus
60
from
feet.
this one. I already got to put 6 of these stupid things in the combat
It's
tracker.
1d6.
I thought you
Did
rolled
roll
1d6. So roll. You have to
Oh
roll
yeah, it
first.
is a D6. Thank you.
Fucking flumps.
Ugh,
You flumped that up.
I got to put enough of them in there. Jesus.
You gotta put 5 or so. Oh, only 4? Wow.
Are they hostile? I don't even know.
Okay.
Do they see? What? That's bullshit. No, is it?
Within
Frightened of
60
you.
feet. Those are within 60
They're
feet.
within 60 feet. That was my guidelines.
Oh, I wasn't aware of it.
Hey, at least
But
they're
that's okay,
frightened of you.
They're
frightened.
frightened,
Yeah.
so they're gonna move away.
They can't attack. There's that. Maybe they're not hostile.
I believe flumps have
Um,
attacks. Yeah, they have
Yeah,
attacks.
they'll just have disadvantage.
But maybe they're friendly. I don't know anything about what a flump is. It looks like a flying spaghetti monster. It doesn't
Okay.
look.
No, I got it. Okay.
What?
Nothing. What else you doing?
I'm confused. All right, I'm gonna
Change your name to Flumples.
disengage or in my turn or hide. Might as well try to. I don't know. I'm just getting my turn. That's good. I've done enough.
Don't forget you get Tides of Chaos back.
I
All
did
right,
get that back. Yes.
Narcles.
I want to move to there. Is it going to be in line of sight there?
Yeah, he's big enough. You've got line of sight from there
Okay.
and a clear shot. Basically, you have full line of sight to this square. So,
All right. I'll move to there.
okay. I haven't been approving moves until your turn was over. That way I don't have to keep doing it.
I like that method.
I'm going to shoot him.
And yes, you did overcome his perception.
Oh, man.
And
Oh.
got
I
an
should have rolled one more, right?
nope, because you have
Oh,
disadvantage
no.
because of
He
dodge.
was dodging.
So
Oh, I
it's
gotcha.
base roll. So you miss. Just barely, I believe, a 15 hits. So
And I will move back to where I was.
okay, sounds good. And then I'm assuming a hide.
I'll hide. Yep. Let me move it back. There you go. Skill, stealth.
You guys should stay within
Yep.
line of sight of me. By the way.
Okay, first flump goes.
First flop.
Okay, dexterity check dropped on Foggle.
What do you mean?
He makes it. Okay, so
Nice. You're
the
saving.
flump, for lack of a better word, farts as it flees you.
Okay.
And it's this horrible stench spray like from a skunk. As it goes like, and it sprays, and you manage to like move, and like a stream of it, like shit mace, just splashes against the wall right behind you. It almost hit you. The smell's revolting. Like you're gagging just from the smell of it. Okay, the Abominable Yeti goes.
Lovely. That's
He-
lovely.
He can finally act. It's the only direction I can go. I can only get one of you guys.
You didn't even get the flump?
No.
Damn. That would
Could
have
we
been
step one
hilarious.
more down and get the flump?
I don't think so. Whoops.
Yeah,
I
you could.
believe in you.
You could totally step down one. You wouldn't.
Yeah,
you
go
wouldn't
step
leave.
down one in the same angle.
But
You did
Does
it.
does he want to get the flump? Is the question.
Yeah, he could get
I mean,
one
he-
flump. I'm
he
fine with
doesn't
him
know
getting
if
the
they're
flump.
friendly or not. So yeah,
He doesn't give a shit. He's just pissed off and hungry. And screwed.
that's true.
So,
I
oh
just
no,
wanna see
never
if
mind. He's not
flumps
gonna
get
do that.
frozen.
Okay, so it will lock gazes with Iron Claw. Targets a creature it can see within 30 feet of it. If you can see the Yeti, you must succeed on a DC 18 con check or take
Wow.
21 cold damage. Well, 66
Wow.
cold damage.
Fun check.
And be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Wow.
So,
You're gonna stare at Iron Claw
do you have anything
longingly.
that gives you an advantage on con saves? I don't believe so. Is anyone
don't
awarding
think so.
inspiration before he
Wait,
rolls
hang on.
this?
One
Because I'm
second,
about to
reading
drop
the
it
roll.
on him.
Well, you can manipulate the force of chance to gain advantage. So only Tides of Chaos only works on me, right?
I believe so.
Sorry, bro. Can't help you.
Anyone else?
It's an action. Nope.
I'm dropping it.
Wait. Aura of protection. Starting at 6th level, whenever you are a friendly creature within 10 feet, you must make a saving throw. The creature gains the bonus to the saving throw equal to your
He's
charisma
more than 10
modifier.
feet away.
There you go. No, it's
That was for
himself.
me.
Yeah, so put the effect on you before I drop
Oh,
this
you're
save.
Iron Claw.
Is
Never mind,
anyone
I was thinking
applying advantage to him?
Brian. I cannot.
Iron Claw.
Okay,
He'll get it. He's fine.
here it comes. You've got your save 2. Perfect. Dropping.
I believe in him.
Well, did that work? Save versus chilling gaze. Yeah, I know, but I wanted you to roll it. Constitution saving throw. Blip. Just roll it. Just roll a save, a Constitution save.
Okay. Wisdom, charisma, constitution. Yeah.
Okay, 21. You made it.
Yeah.
Okay. Da. So you are not paralyzed for 1 minute, and you do not take any cold damage. He then follows it up with 2 claw attacks. So,
Okay.
first one is a natural miss. Of course it is.
Those are big crits.
Nice.
And the
You're
second
bad.
one is a crit. There we go.
No,
So-
it's not.
Oh, it's not a crit because you have adamantine armor.
Because what?
He has adamantine
Yeah.
armor.
No, no,
Armor.
He's
that
immune to
armor pays
crits.
dividends.
I'll roll and it won't do the crit damage.
Are you sure?
I am going
Yeah,
to
he
use
only took
stones.
22, see?
I'm going to
Take
use
the crit
stones
dice,
endurance.
which would be 10.
That's
It
great
did not do
timing,
the crit damage.
Endurance.
I'm going to use stones endurance.
So you got 22 damage going to you. You stopped 11 of it.
Oh, Andy stopped 13.
And I stopped 13 of it.
Oh, 13 of it. Good lord.
Nice.
Did I? Why didn't it? Oh, because you had temp hit points on top of that.
Yes.
So
No.
if
How did you get temp?
No, I did
Didn't you
not
have-
get 10 pinpoints.
then
Yeah,
why
you
do you
just
only
have
have 9 wounds?
That's
Because
correct.
I used stones endurance to get back.
Oh, we made it a
13 of
heal.
them.
That's what we did. We made it a heal.
Yes.
Okay, I see why.
Yes.
All right, never mind.
The math works.
Okay, yeah. So you've only taken 9 freaking damage after all that. Good lord, this Yeti's screwed. But it'll fight to
Oh,
death.
that's awesome.
So his turn's over.
Watch, we'll beat the Yeti, and then the Flumps will just kick our butts.
Relic.
Are the other
That's
flumps
Nurgle's
doing
problem.
anything? Or...
The other flumps haven't gone yet.
Do you even know what a
Oh,
flump
they're-
is?
right, you're doing all separate.
Yeah, they all have separate initiative now.
Rallic is going to run up with his blade of flame and stab the Yeti in the back, or attempt to.
Nice.
You have a blade of flame?
I have a green flame blade. Can't you?
Green flame.
Oh.
Sorry.
Green flame. Yeah, I love it.
Let's see if I hit.
You do hit, just barely.
It almost got stuck in the thick fur.
Is this the first time you've made a physical melee attack in the game?
I think so.
It's still not physical.
This is like the first time his character's moved. Like, normally he just stands there with his arms crossed, looking smoldering.
That's interesting.
All right.
damage.
He takes 10 damage, 2 of it fire.
I like how you said
Or is it all fire?
stands there because he definitely
It's just
doesn't
stupid
sit there.
fire.
2 fire. Okay.
It actually gets stabbed with a real sword that stabbed into its back. It just
Gotcha.
had a flaw in it. And I'll be moved right next to it. That's
Okay.
where Ralph is.
And for the rest of the next turn, Yetis happen to be quite afraid of fire. And so, because he has taken fire damage, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn. It's been the most useless
say
challenge rating 9 creature ever.
We should have gotten some fire from the fire pit and just like waved it at it.
I tried to do it, but I missed with my fire.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so I guess Shifmanar will just try and kick him again.
Absolutely. Kick him right in the face. Or belly.
Yeah, it's
Whatever
not quite
you
that high, so. However, lands the hit with the hooves.
Oh. Kill a
Shiffinar
Yeti,
kill.
Shiffinar kill.
Shiffinar. Oh.
For 10 damage. The Yeti is still standing.
We were rooting for it.
All right, Shiffinar's turn is over. Flump number 2 goes. All right, another stench spray shooting off at Foggle. He makes it. Okay, you dodge another stream of shit urine. You're like Matrix. You're like Neo. Like, yeah, God, they're shooting by, and this flump takes off. 30 feet that way.
You thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Nice. All right. Another one. Stench sprays. And you make the save. And then it
Good
flees
I'm
30
hoping I
feet.
fail because I have this amazing line.
straight away. And Bone Crusher.
All right.
That's it.
Good enough.
Yep. Nice.
You put down the Yeti with your mace, Warhammer, and it thuds to the ground and slides and kind of teeters over and falls back into the pit. The flumps continue to flee.
So can we say
Is
that
anyone
Yeti is
doing
now
anything to the
pitiful?
flumps?
I'm just trying to let him run away. I don't even know what the hell that
Okay,
thing is.
they scatter for a bit and then eventually go out to the south.
Okay.
They all only
Is
have
one-
one stench spray.
Is Flump 3 gonna squirt away?
Oh,
from
he
me?
will go before Foggle, so I guess the Flump 3 will stench spray as it's like an octopus squirting ink. And you make it away from that one too.
Well, as he goes away from him, I'm going, I got it in my mouth.
All right, the remainder, the flumps take off.
They
All
actually
right.
disappear. It said the effect, so.
Does it say they disappear? How long do they last?
Yeah, a minute.
1 minute.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
they leave way before a minute comes up. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna look down at the carcass and say, "You're Yetiful."
Is that guy still in the cage?
Yes. Yes, there's a guy who's been freaking out and screaming this whole time, actually. Like,
I'm gonna go
"Ah!"
Can I picklock the cage?
Yes, it looks pretty simple. Just give me a check with your thievery tools. Should be, I think we put it on your
Yeah, you did.
thing, thieves tools. Okay. All right. So, it didn't spring this time.
Oh,
Anybody else got thieves tools? Want to give it a crack?
I do.
Can I just like hammer the damn door or lock open?
Probably go for that too. Just give me a damage roll.
I have a crowbar.
Well,
Can I
if
get-
I guess if the hammer strike fails, you're up.
I'll give him a crowbar. I want to hand him. If I give him a crowbar, can he get advantage? Like I give it to Brian. Or how's
I
that
mean,
work?
I'll try to pry the damn thing with the crowbar.
Okay.
That would be better than a hammer.
Then give me an athletics check if you're using a crowbar.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You pop the lock right off. The lock actually holds, but the latch pries off.
I'll give the crowbar back to Foggle.
Nargles,
I'll
you
take
blame the lock not opening on being rusted shut.
yeah, absolutely.
This couldn't have been.
That's why it was so
bad
easy to
technique.
pop off.
So,
So,
you have freed the poor kid. He's like
This is
16.
what we're here
but-
for, right?
Yeah, I'll tip my hat and say, make sure you let the sheriff know Nargles let you loose.
Well, we should probably escort him back.
We still got a
There-
giant to go
There
after.
still may be a giant in here.
Yeah.
He tells you that the giant is that way. He points north up the main cave. And he says that the giant has a huge wolf with him.
Does it blow ice?
He probably saw it breathe ice during the attack. Yeah, it's a winter wolf.
All right, thanks.
Is that great? When it opened, it opened up to block that north passage.
It did. It's currently blocking the north passage.
Does he have anything to keep him safe on the way back?
New. He doesn't even have like a knife.
I'll give him a dagger.
The Orogs, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him, has he been into the back passages?
No.
Oh,
The giant threw him
because-
in here and told him that he was going to feed his pet, and he pointed to the abominable Yeti.
Can I walk around and start getting half my bolts back?
Yeah, absolutely. You will have to climb down in the pit to get them because they're all stuck in the Yeti. Because I don't think you missed.
No, I'll do it like Spider-Man.
Okay. You can actually get all of them back. Yeti's a big target. They didn't sink into bone or anything.
And off the orcs too, or no?
Orcs
'Cause I
half.
shot some at the orcs.
That's right. You did shoot them with the orcs. You can have half from the orcs.
All right, I'll leave it 5 consumed.
Is
Jason,
there like warm equipment by the Orog
I'm gonna
camp?
unlock tokens.
Okay.
Like, for the dude?
They have just the equipment they had. They had axes. I think most of them had great axes. I think one had a large sword.
Did you say one of them had plate armor?
They were all wearing plate armor, actually.
That's right.
It's orcish plate, but it is plate.
I know
Can we
that
order
over
some money?
here
Can we
there
get
was
the
a
kill part of
gong
that
or an
back?
alarm someplace, but is there a lever or something that I think maybe would actuate the grate?
There is not. There is
That was the
there's a
gong.
horn here that the guy blew. I mean, I'm sorry. There's a metal rod in the ground that the leader of the Orogs hit with his weapon to cause it to tone, and it was definitely an alarm because the pole rang really loud. You could hear it for a long
And
ways
that's
out,
when the gate went up.
and then the gate went up.
Maybe we could get ourselves situated around here and then hit that gong again. Maybe that would mean, all right, it's done, and the
Ding,
giant would
ding,
come
ding.
sauntering through.
You don't think the gong was like to just like the giant could pull a lever or something from the back?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking if the gong hits again, maybe the giant will think, all right, now it's done. And
Well,
I can
probably
lower
has
the.
like the command sequence. We don't know because we killed them all.
Maybe, maybe not.
Can I inspect the rod?
Sure. I mean, investigation. Well, what are you looking for?
Any insignias
balls.
or anything to read or?
Sure. Okay. It's just a steel pole. Um, it's solid.
Okay.
It's probably an inch thick, and it's been driven into a hole in the ground. So that it'll vibrate well and give a good tone.
Okay.
It's a little. It's got a couple dings on it. You can tell from when it's been struck. But other than that, you've in your days you've seen these kind of alarms, especially in a cave. They tend to echo really well. It's a cheap way to signal further down the passage that there's trouble.
I suppose we also want to search the Orogs for intel and loot and
Okay.
stuff.
Ask the kid. Do you know how to get home from here?
Not. I mean, he knows what direction to go, but doesn't
Yeah,
think
we should.
he's not so wild with the idea of going. Um.
Just
No,
have him
just
wait
wait
here.
here. We'll be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
To
gonna
warm
drop
yourself
this
at the
stuff
fire.
into the party inventory. You find 250 electrum, 2,000 silver. There's a chest actually near the Orog stuff. There's a small chest.
Yeah.
The Orog chief, there's a chest, and then in their bags and on their bodies, you find a total of 250 electrum, 2,000 silver, 2 amber gems, an amethyst gem, 3 chrysoberyl gems. Like each one's worth about 100 gold. A copper chalice with a silver filigree on it. 2 embroidered silk handkerchiefs, both with monograms, the same monogram. A pair of engraved bone dice, 2 pearls, and a spinel. Spinel's a transparent reddish or deep green colored gem. Anyways, I have dropped those all into the party sheet.
Okay.
So that was inside the chest, correct? The chest wasn't separate from that.
That's the total possessions that you found on the Orogs. Okay. The Orogs are all also each wearing plate armor.
So just to verify that was what was in the the chest was their chest wasn't separate from that, right? The chest was part of that.
Correct.
So we know the contents. Okay.
Correct. I'm just telling you everything you found.
Perfect.
And you found a lot of skulls. You found, interesting enough, 10 skulls in a pile that they're painted 2 different colors. Like one's got red paint on them, the other one's got like a bluish dye on them. And then there are a total of 6 femur bones, and then a taller thing. It's like a stack of 3 skulls that have been like attached through it, like a stick has been driven through all 3 of them.
Does it look like a game of some kind that the Orogs
Yeah,
would play with skulls?
it does. It looks like some kind of game.
Okay.
Did Vikings used to play this game?
Possibly.
Oops.
It may still be
Is it
played all
called
over the
Skull,
world.
Skull? Yeah. Skull.
Especially right outside of IT.
Skulls and femurs.
Okay.
It is now known as Cub. And you use wooden batons and small wooden blocks as opposed to skulls.
But fun.
Yeah, that's for pussies. Real men use skulls and femurs.
All right.
Can I go
All
up
right,
to the
so I think we need to
grate?
figure out this door.
Yep. Can I go up to the grate and kind of inspect it, look at it? Do I think I could maybe yank on it a little bit, see if I can move it at all from its upright position?
Like 2 chains drawbridge it up, right?
Correct.
It looks like it. I'm just
You can
wondering if
give
there's
me
a counterweight on the other side that I can maybe try to.
I say ring the bell again, man. I like your first idea.
Yeah, it's an
Just
idea.
See
hit
if
it
they'll
twice,
draw the
signal it.
drawbridge back down.
We should ring it twice.
What's that, John?
Relics are just hitting it twice to signal that danger's over or something.
All right. Well, before we do that, I'd like to situate. You know, Shiffinar and I can move. Oof.
Who wants to hit the gun? Relic will if no one else wants to, but
I thought the paladin and horse were, so they can move up real fast after.
We should touch it and speak. Give us the child.
I just wanted to
Why
answer.
don't we just have the dude we rescued bang on it twice?
It's an option too.
Well, the
Could
kid,
do
isn't
that.
he? We should have the kid hiding the bones.
Yeah, he's not going to do that. He'll hide over by the fire.
Yeah, I have
Where
him
he
hide
can
by
see.
the fire.
He can be warm and be comfortable, and we'll be back shortly.
Tell him
And then
I'll
we'll take him
pile,
back to town.
I'll pile the orc bodies up on top of him so he'll stay safe. until
Yeah, he's
we're
not
back.
wild about that idea either.
It's gonna keep you safe and not dead.
He's just going to tip the table up and hide behind it.
It's a great hiding spot.
Cool.
All right, going it twice.
Stay warm.
Okay, is everyone where they want to be?
No, hang on. I'm gonna be like.
I'm going to say you can see a little further. So let me reveal a little more.
I want to
here.
be. I want to hide in this whatever this rubbish is up here. I want to be hidden in that.
You can see about there now.
Are we hiding?
I'm hiding.
I'm going to sync the view.
I'm hiding.
Okay, you can see the tunnel ends after about 60 feet, and you can see a torch and a sconce at the end of the hallway. And definitely
I just
light,
don't want the.
a brighter light source down the hall. There's also 3 gigantic spikes sticking out of the wall about 10 feet up on the west side of the corridor.
Would that be to discourage the Yeti from coming down the corridor?
Well, you see bodies stuck on it right now.
Okay.
It looks like maybe a cow is stuck on one of them.
Meat storage.
Yeah, it's just meat storage. It's very cold in here.
Yeah, it feels
Alright.
fine to me.
Yeah,
Ring the bell.
the Goliaths don't notice. Okay.
Yeah, bang it twice.
Bang, bang. In Giant, you hear a bellow that says, "Have they been dispatched?"
Does anybody here speak giant?
I do.
Yeah, both
I'm
of the
gonna say-
Goliaths.
In my
I do
auric
too.
voice. Yes.
Give me a deception check.
Damn it.
Hey, you than me for
yeah,
this.
you're probably the best deception.
Yeah, you have pretty good charisma, don't you?
No, I'm actually the best deception person here. but I don't
Foggle
speak
is
Oh,
goblin.
Foggle
probably
probably
the
is.
best.
Unless you want
Okay.
to tell me the words to say. Do you tell me the words to say and I'll say it? I mean, you know. But
You wouldn't have a deep enough voice.
So Ironclaw
Oh.
goes,
at it.
looks over, kind of like shrugs and goes, "Yes!" in Giant. So you do Giant with an Orcish accent.
Nice.
Hey,
Okay, and you
we're
hear-
Goliath speak giant.
you
so
hear the
that's
Giant
thing.
call back. This is all in Giant. "How many did you lose?"
This is gonna be another one again, isn't it?
I'll put
None.
up
We
three
lost none.
fingers.
Tells you none. We lost none. That's the truth. It's not deception.
Okay. None.
It's not deception. We did not
The
lie.
deception's not for what he's saying, Nick. It's for trying to sound like an Orcish speaking Giant. But I'm not making you roll again. You're still going off
Oh,
the
okay.
first one. You didn't forget how to do the accent after one word. So
Okay.
none. He goes, "It's good that I have paid you well." He says, "Bring me their bodies. I will see if they had any good loot." All of a sudden, there's a clack, and it's just like, and the gate comes crashing down, like boom, and you
Nice.
also hear him call, relatch the gate.
Okay.
Is there a latch or something that I see?
You can see remember the chains come down to these two big things that are on like a pivot, and they need to be shifted forward to lock the gate in position again.
Okay. Well,
So
what
right
I'm
now
going to do?
the gate can't be
What
lifted
of our
back.
pet? I heard it fall.
Wait, Jason,
Yes.
real quick, can the gate go back up?
Well, if those latches are in place, if the chains are drawn taut, it pulls the latches out.
Jason, can I take one of my javelins and put it there through the chains?
Yes, except those chains are way up. They're 30 feet up. Like, I get what you're saying, to jam it so you couldn't lift it all the way. You could,
Yes.
Could
Could I
actually,
stand on Shiffinar's saddle and put it up as high as I can?
Or thread the needle.
I'm not going to try to throw the
well, I
needle.
was gonna say your best bet would be to jam the latches so they can't come out again. But
Yeah.
you could
That's what
do
I'm gonna
that
do.
if you ran. I don't know that a javelin would hold. Javelins are pretty flimsy.
We
A
have
hammer,
a crowbar.
a crowbar. If you put anything through the link before the latch, you could keep and then through the hole the latch goes in, it would keep the latch from being able to disengage.
Okay.
I'd just say, Foggle, give me the crowbar and jam it in there.
Okay. I will need someone to make a sleight of hand check to rig it.
Oh, that should probably be Nargles.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at sleight of hand too, but Narvel's definitely the expert of that.
Okay, so he called back. What of our pet? I heard it fall.
Unconscious,
Dead.
knocked out. Oh. Is he eating ice?
It says, was it helpful at least?
No.
Was it help at least? No.
He calls back. I should have heeded your counsel on that one then.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I think I'm going to quit pushing it.
Jason was spit his drink out.
I almost spit my juice. This is mostly vegetables. This is the juice that Jen makes me drink. Okay, it would have been very nasty to spit out.
Right, nasty to take
My
in.
wife drink juice.
It actually tastes pretty good. She puts pineapple and shit in it, but it's mostly vegetables,
You're
spinach.
really selling me on it.
It's not good.
I don't like pineapple. Like, you're like, oh, at least she puts pineapple in it. I'm like, this is not.
I
better.
like pineapple and strawberries way more than chia seeds and okra and whatever other crap she puts. She
I
puts
like
horrible
okra
stuff in it.
way more than pineapple.
This is horrible stuff. All right, so you are
Thanks,
doing what?
I have an idea.
Well, wait, did we jam the lock? Is everyone
Yes.
up here?
You jam the
That's
lock.
fine. So I turn to the group and kind of whisper, want me to piss him off?
No, I think we could just go on in.
Okay. As
Do you
long
want
as
to
he
piss
doesn't-
off a giant before you fight him? Because he's going to
Well,
fight us.
The question is, do we bring the fight to him or do we have him come to us?
We bring it to him and bring the orc bodies to him too. These are the dead that you asked for.
Okay.
Here's your pet.
I love it. Okay.
All right. So if we're going by marching order, then I guess Schiffinar's in front.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
Bone Crusher's behind him,
Yeah, I think I'd have to be
and
behind.
then I think it was Relic, and then
You probably want to move Relic back one.
Nargles
I was in the middle, I
and
thought.
Foggle. No, there. You guys arrange yourselves. I'm just trying to get it started here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this will be fine.
Let's see. Let's ditch the map. I mean the mask. Okay.
Hey, you got letters over here.
Yeah, it says Frost Giant's Lair. All right.
Fake lighting effects are nice.
So, it's actually too high for you to see that, but I don't care. Oh, wait, that's not where it was. Take it back. The Winter Wolf's at his side. So, as you walk into the chamber, you can see that it's almost 100 feet from one side to the other. Um, the the ledge that you see that runs here and here. Whoops, started to move that map. Here and here is about 20 feet up, and then the ceiling's another 20, 25 feet above that. Um, each of these tiers down are roughly 6 feet, 7 feet. So there's basically 2 6-foot high steps, and then the last step here to get up top. You can see there's a tapestry along the east wall. There's various fungi. There's some patches of ice. You see a lot of barrels and crates of looks like dry goods and stuff stacked against the ledge, like the cliff. You see a very large pile of boulders next to a rather nicely made chair sized for a giant, which the giant is sitting on. Next to a torch, and there's a winter wolf that he is petting the scruff of next to his throne. There's a very large table. You're guessing it's actually like the side of a house or something that he just put legs on. And it looks like some pews that have been, like church pews that have been discarded as spare lumber. There's a very large coal brazier burning in the upper northwest that is lighting most of the chamber. To your east in the corner, you see some piles of sacks and stuff that smell of rot. Some wood piles in the left corner of the cliff, and then you see a very large lever and 2 large counterweights that are attached to winches up at the ceiling.
All right.
So,
Do you see us yet or no?
as you walk in and come into the light,
Wait, was that
yes.
lever behind the wolf right there?
No, the lever's right here. I'm sorry,
Oh, okay.
next
Oh,
to the
okay.
torch that's not lit.
And I'm assuming that would control the gate.
It sure looks like it's attached to the. You see, it's got like a lock on it, and there's a chain going up to the counterweights.
Okay.
So it looks like you can reel the chain down to power, which will reel both winches, and reel the gate up. And then it looks like if you drop it, the counterweights will cause the gate to crash back down. So as you come into the light, the giant looks with alarm. What is this?
And I say, Giant, we brought the dead you asked for.
Nice.
Okay, roll initiative. That covers that. Oh, Bone Crusher didn't get a.
Wait, can
I
I
was
use hang
laughing
on?
because I
Can I use
understood what he
Tides of
said.
Chaos for initiative or no? Look,
I don't care.
I'm just curious if that's one of the things on it. Hang on, check real quick.
I thought it just gives you advantage.
Oh, sorry, I could take that off. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Technically, it's an ability check.
You can take it off now, Nick. Right?
Attack or save?
Yeah, you
Attack or
can
save
take
it.
effects off for yourself.
How
If
do I
you
do
apply
that?
them, you can take them off. Click the little foot symbol next to you and remove it.
There's no little foot symbol next to me.
Yeah, there is.
On the combat tracker?
Oh, I see the little winged foot. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Confirm, delete. Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
Shiffinar. Makes a dexterity check. Got a 19. Okay. All right. So, the giant screams, reaches down and grabs a boulder and stands, ready to hurl it at you. But Rallick is first to act.
Oh man, I have to actually read range on my stuff.
I should set it back to round 1. There we
I'm too confused by or still thrown for a loop by the flumps that I'm distracted. That's why I'm going last.
You're not going last,
I'm
though.
going
Not
last.
going
I'm
last.
going next to last. Sorry.
And Bone Crusher is going, man, I'm not sure if that all missed you. By the way, Nick, had it hit, it wouldn't have done any damage, but you would have been poisoned for like it until you could wash it off,
Nice, nice.
which would be disadvantage on basically everything.
Good thing actually, my only attack roll I have is actually my fireball. Not my firebolt. I mean, everything else is saves or auto hits.
I gotta say, that is the best smoothie she's made.
Tokens need to be locked, Jason.
Oh, thank you. Lock tokens. Guess I'll add music since I forgot all about it.
And this is just slippery ice to the left, or
To the left is, yeah, a patch of ice. Looks like it's actually water that's freezing from like leaking through the walls. Or it could just be snow that's melted and frozen again.
I hear if you
About
put nails through
there.
your shoes, it helps.
Okay.
and he's still too far enough away to do anything fancy, but he can still rest his mind over the giant.
Okay, mind thrust. He saves.
My
happens.
throat's not so dirty.
Okay, Nargles.
You enrage.
Okay. I am going to move. Let me see. 5, 10. Can I shoot him from where I'm at?
Depends on the range. I think that's less than 100.
Crossbow,
You have a heavy,
120.
your light crossbow is what, 120 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Sounds right.
120, yeah. So I'm good.
Yes.
Actions.
And he has not acted yet, so this would be a crit, right? No, he's not surprised. So just advantage. But it's a crit
Oh, it's a
anyway.
crit.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's one way to do it. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, let me get my sneak attack on there. Victor Crutcher.
That is gonna be a lot of damage. 32 damage. Good lord.
Nice.
That's like a
will,
third of his life.
I'll hide behind Bow Crusher.
Foggles is in your way.
Hide behind the horse.
Yeah, you can hide behind Shiffinar.
Yeah, I'll hide behind a Shiffinar.
Okay. Give me your hide check. Thank you. You succeed. All right.
That's a good hit.
Is Shiffinar acting independently or not?
Yeah.
And what are your instructions for Shiffinar?
Let's get up there.
The ledges are 6.5 feet high. It's not to
Shifnar
say
can't.
Shiffinar's a big
I mean-
horse. Can a horse jump that high?
It's.
Fuck yeah!
I'm sure it
It's a
can.
heroic horse, of course.
But
it
it's
can.
60 feet just to that front ledge, and that's its movement.
60 feet.
What? The front ledge is right here, Scott.
Yeah.
I was thinking this ledge up here. I'm
It's like
thinking to this.
15
I'm thinking to this ledge. I think it's 60 feet. Let me
Right.
see.
Yeah. That that very top ledge is 20 feet up. Let me see. What's Shiffinar's got 18 strength. What do they say your vertical is? Isn't it
8 foot.
your strength score?
Something to do with strength, but
I can't remember. I think it's your strength bonus is how high you can jump up. Doubled if you get a running start. So
Yeah,
that'd be 8
something like
feet. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
All right. I need an athletics check though, because it's not gonna be an easy jump. So I guess I'm rolling Shiffinar's check.
Hang on.
Check.
+2 for my aura.
Oh, gotcha. Shiffinar knocks that one out of the park. Wait, how far can Schiffernar run? 40 feet? 60 feet? Holy crap.
60.
Okay, well, he makes the first one easy. Let me roll for the second one. Strength check. Yeah, he makes the second one easy. Okay, so Schiffernar just goes charging up.
Okay, so I googled this shit.
Yeah.
2.47 meters, which is 8 feet
That's
1
like
inch
8.
high,
Yeah.
is the record.
That's kind of funny because 8 feet is what he can jump by D&D rules.
Yeah, I mean that's a heroic horse versus a thoroughbred stallion.
Yeah, this is actually a
So,
celestial warhorse. So, no, I'm great. I'm great. He jumps it. Okay.
to be fair, that guy probably wasn't wearing like heavy armor.
So that's one move. He can actually move again, or did you want to? Well, no, he'll dodge at this point.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
have him
yeah.
dodge.
Yeah. Well, it's not your choice. He's on his own. Okay, he dodges. The winter wolf goes, and immediately does exactly what you would expect. It runs up and will breathe cold breath on the two of you.
Okay. We both get +2 to the save.
Yeah, you need to drop that on both of you real quick before I drop this.
Okay. Aura protection right here. Schiffernar and Ironclaw.
Is that just all saves?
Yes.
Yeah. Period.
Anybody within 10 feet of me, so if it helps anybody.
You both make a save. Schiffernar makes the effect and has evasion, so he takes nothing. And
He would take nothing anyway.
He would?
Yes, because of mounted combatants.
Oh, I see. I just dropped it on you only. All right, now I'm going to drop it on him. I thought mountain combatant is what gives him evasion. Yeah, it gives him evasion.
Is subject to it, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right, and you make your save, so you only take half damage.
But don't I have resistance to cold damage? No.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
All right, so you get hit for 15, but it's reduced down to 7. So it's a scratch. You just ride through it. You don't care. All right, and that's the Winter Wolf's turn. Then the Frost Giant goes. Seeing you hurtling up, I don't know. The Winter Wolf's engaged you. The Frost Giant will grab another boulder and let's see. He moves over to the side and hurls a boulder at Relic.
Uh-oh.
He hits with a 20.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can't dodge it. All right. I'm hit by a boulder.
And does
Oof.
29 points of damage. But
you had all those 10 pit points.
20 of it's absorbed by his ice shield. So you only take 9.
Ice kind of shatters around my body, and
Yeah, basically there's just a shatter of ice. The boulder careens off of him, and he just kind of looks like it just rocks you back. The giant, like, is just like blinking, like, because he bullseyed you, and he's like, wait a minute, that's not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be a smear on the ground now. He seems concerned. Ironclaw, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack the werewolf, I suppose. With the javelin.
You mean the lance?
Lance.
Okay.
It's still +6. Yes. I am going to Divine Smite.
Oh, okay. What level slot are you going to blow for this?
First level slot.
Okay, so I think it's just the 2d8 when you click.
Yep. So
okay,
I click that,
perfect.
And I'll run the...
Okay, 17 damage to the Winter Wolf. Lightly wounding it.
And I get another attack.
That is correct. And a 9 misses.
That was less good.
That was less good.
Less good. Foggle.
First, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide behind Bone Crusher.
Okay.
Hang on. There we are. So. I mean, I
It
don't really
isn't
care.
even any
It's just-
point in you rolling it. We all know what's happening
I
here.
know, I know. And then I'm going to go ahead and haste Bone Crusher and
What's the
Boggle.
range on
Boggle.
haste?
Right next to him, so it doesn't matter. But I think line of
Oh,
sight is what
Bone
it is.
Crusher. Got you. Sorry.
Yeah, Bone Crusher. Yeah.
I was thinking
I
Iron
think
Claw.
it's line of sight, but yeah, haste.
Oh, I can like dash now or something.
Yeah, double movement. Yes. And then it's gonna go ahead and roll on the sorcerer table now, right? Yeah.
Right next to you two.
I feel lucky. What can I say?
You turn into a potted plant until the start of your next turn. While a
Oh,
plant,
okay.
you are incapacitated and have vulnerability
nice.
to all damage. If you drop to hit 0 hit points, your pot breaks and your form reverts.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn right there.
It's actually not a bad spell.
It is a lot of fun, I gotta say.
That's
You're a
awesome.
potted plant. Okay.
Yep.
Bone Crusher.
All right. Sorry, I'm just checking some distances. How far is that? 65.
Let's see here.
Okay, so
Beep.
how hard is it to get up these little ledges for me?
It'd be an athletics check. You're basically climbing 5 feet at a time to get up them. So
Oh, that's unfortunate. So
they'd be
Jason,
honestly just double moves for you. Athletics checks if you don't want to spend double movement.
Jason. So turning into a potted plant incapacitates me.
Yeah.
Which breaks.
Oh, haste drops. Yep.
Yeah.
Remove haste from them.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's funny, man. Don't
Wow.
worry about it. That's hilarious. In
That's
that case, I'm definitely gonna try to athletics check that first one. I'm
Okay.
gonna be double moving.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's unfortunate.
Successful.
Okay.
So I'm really. I like to think I'm really well hidden now, because he's gonna expect the plant.
No one expects.
How does the wolf?
No one
breathe in
expects
front
the
of him?
Spanish moss.
Just
Exactly.
curious, how big does the wolf breathe in front of him?
It was. I don't remember.
I've seen this fight.
I didn't need to
twice.
check the range, so it was.
Yeah.
Cold breath, 15-foot cone.
15.
Yep.
Okay, so if I was like down there, I'd be out of range of it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You could go one more up and still be out of range of it.
Okay. I'll go there and
Freaking hilarious.
where's that? 55 feet.
Is this a bonus action spell?
That's what I was checking if I had one. I don't.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Do?
I think you do.
Spiritual weapon is a bonus action,
What?
isn't
Pretty
it?
sure spiritual
Yes.
weapon's a bonus action spell.
Yep.
Action.
Oh shit! Yes, finally. All right, that's
Yeah.
cool. So, and
Just happened.
all right,
to...
I'm gonna spiritual weapon next to the wolf.
Bloop. It just happened to have the icon ready.
Man, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Okay, 9 damage. It is now moderately wounded.
All right, I need
Okay.
to put my second bonus.
Round 2. Rallic, you're the first to act.
I think Ralph's gonna kind of wipe his mouth. It's after getting hit by that, and going to strip the giant's ego.
Uh-oh.
He's shouting, "Why don't you try that again?" And then we'll see if he can do it.
Giant fails to save. God damn
So
it. He takes 13 damage, and this is he's able to take the actions only thing?
Dodge, disengage, and hide.
Okay.
And Rock, noticing that it has effect on him, is going to stand right in the middle, in the open,
Okay.
staring down the giant.
Taunting him to try
I
again.
hope he hides. I'm rooting for hide.
All right.
Relic's gonna single-handedly
giant.
take this giant out.
Nargles.
Nargles will move to here
Okay.
and say, Rallic, you crazy motherfucker, get out of there. What are you doing? Fucking sick fuck. You're fucking dying there, and I'm going to attack.
Okay. You crazy motherfucker, get out of there. All right.
Oh.
You hit with a 15.
Still hits.
Oh, perfect. I'll take it.
And I will go there.
Ooh.
18 damage.
Not bad,
That's
not
still a
bad.
good chunk of damage.
Still moderately wounded. It's a solid hit.
I will move to there, and I will hide.
Okay.
I think average is only 19.
You don't even have to roll, because I can tell you the giant will not be keeping sight of you next turn. But yeah, you crush that stealth check. It's successful.
All right.
All right, Shiffinar, acting on his own, will try to trample the
Wait.
wolf with his hooves.
Is he acting on his own?
Yeah, is he acting on his own, Scott, or are you taking control?
Yeah, he's acting on his own. No,
Okay.
it's fine.
I didn't figure you were going to take control away. Shiffinar misses with a 7. It's hard hitting him. The wolf's a lot higher.
Yeah.
All right. It is now the wolf's turn, and his ability recharges.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's the way to go. All right. I'm going to target you both this time instead of doing it again. All right, go ahead and apply your saving bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. He forces saves. Shiffinar fails but evades, and you succeed, so you'll both take half damage. And I should just double click it, and it should have it for both. Yep. It halved it for both of you. You both take 9 damage. Shiffinar is now heavily wounded. And that will be the wolf's turn. The frost giant goes.
Rallic, get out of there.
I hope he hides.
You all
Hide,
see the
hide,
giant
hide.
disappear behind the rock.
That's not so bad. He's like a ninja.
And I'll go ahead and apply dodge just in case.
Rallic,
All
you're
right.
scared of me. Get out of
Oh,
there
so
now.
He's not hidden. Okay. So we know approximately where he is.
So
You hearing
even-
thunder behind the rock, yeah. All right, Iron
even-
Claw.
Yeah, even Iron Claw can't see him then.
Just keep pouring damage on. Still targeted. Still targeted. I'm gonna blow a second level this time.
Okay.
We got to get this guy down. So, Channel Divinity, find it. Divine Smite. It's this one. And
Well, wait. You need to click it again.
At the 2d8
You need the
one
2d8
as well.
one also. So it's
Oh, that's
2d8
right.
plus 1 for the additional level. There you go.
So that way
Okay.
when it's like 3rd or 4th level, you just collect the 1d8 for how many levels it is.
All right. 32 damage. It is now
Nice
critically
hit.
wounded. You smash it with your lance and then miss.
I have a bonus action I'm going to do.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
It's a range of 60 feet. Is Rallic 60 feet from me?
Yeah, he's within 60
Yep.
feet.
Then I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Rallic.
Okay.
I'm going to drop it on him. There you go. And I'm going to click off the spell slot. I'm
Okay.
done.
All right.
All
Foggle.
right, so I'm no longer a potted plant. It ends.
Yeah. Now,
Hey,
when did it say
congratulations.
when it ended?
Yeah,
At
start
the
my next
beginning
turn.
of his
It's the
next
start
turn.
of your turn. Okay, not the end of
Yeah.
your next turn. All right. You are back from being a potted plant. Everything got
Yeah.
really big for a second, like even bigger than it already was.
I'm just gonna shudder and like spaz a little bit, and then I'm gonna like shake my head and realize where I am. I'm gonna like a tumble slide into the room like a badass.
With advantage.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page here. It's like you know
Are
me.
you sure you're not slipping?
Make your acrobatics check.
When he got up, did he
I
still have
hope.
some potting
I
soil
hope
and a
you.
flower
I
on his
hope you
head?
bomb this check so bad. An 8.
Oh.
Okay.
You didn't
I'm
roll with
trying to.
advantage.
Oh, yeah, I guess whatever. I'm sliding prone anyways. I don't care.
No, you need to roll with advantage.
I am. There's no advantage, disadvantage me casting my spell prone. So I'm looking for it. Hang on, where is it?
Well, if I
Acrobatics
say
is
you knock
right?
yourself out, you're like one of
Did I
those
knock
YouTube
myself out,
videos.
Jason?
All right, you tumble in. I don't know
All right.
if you like double fived, then you just did like the kids who do the throw the milk on the ground thing and then break their tailbone. That was you.
Nice. Nice. All right.
All right,
So
you rolled dashingly into the room.
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and haste now. Second time's a charm. I figure I can't fail because it's my last level 3 slot for the day.
Like, first off, I want to tell
You
you,
realize-
you can't have it
Yeah.
now. Are you gonna roll? I'm assuming on the wild
Yeah.
surge. Okay. For the next minute, you can see any invisible creature if you have line of sight to it. All right, and you can have inspiration because you have
Yeah.
embraced the spirit of the gambler, which is Foggle.
Well,
Wait,
remember-
I'm curious. Do you see the giant in the room right now? Because we're not 100%
Do I
sure
see
where he's
Jason?
at.
You do not see the giant.
Well, I'm gonna tell him he's not within line of sight. Like, he's hiding behind the pillar.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure you even know you can see invisible things right now.
Oh, totally.
You might
That's a
not
fair
even be
point.
aware of it. Man, my eyes
Yeah.
feel funny.
Then I'm gonna end my turn there.
They're glowing purple.
I am prone for the record.
My
Then put
eyes
prone on you.
Sorry, that's right. Thank you. I forgot I could do that.
Bone
Oh
Crusher.
shit, I have haste. Okay.
Yes, you do have haste.
I want to run, like, around the frickin' horse that's in my way
Sure.
over to the wolf.
Yeah, so
Is-
it's like 35 movement, but you've got double movement, so it doesn't matter.
And I have Tides of Chaos again.
The first thing I want to do is...
The funny part, Jason, is of my 3 attempts to cast haste, I've only really been successful once this thing. Because the first one broke early when I got hit, if you recall.
You were successful on the hill giant for a while.
Okay, you hit and did 8 damage with the spiritual weapon.
Is it critical, or...
It was not.
is
Yeah, it
critical.
was critical already.
Oh, okay, cool. And then let's kick its ass.
25 hits for 9 more damage, and that
Yes.
finishes it off.
Nice.
So,
How much
you have
movement do I have left? I
you have
to
what,
something
30
left.
normally? So
Yeah.
you used see, it was 35 on the marker, so 2 more elevation increases, 45. You got 15 feet of movement left.
I'll give room for the horse.
Okay.
And your spiritual weapon can move as well.
He attacked
Yep.
with it. I thought the bonus action you can move or attack with it. Is it both?
I think you can move
Yeah.
You can
and
move it up to
attack.
30 feet and
It's
attack.
up to
Oh, okay.
20 feet.
Oh, up to
It's
20 feet.
20.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. You don't see the giant still.
Okay. Oh, I need to hit my buttons.
Okay. Beginning of the next round. Rallic.
Let me know if I can use my regular move before I do this or not. I'm not sure how.
Bonus action, teleport 20 feet to unoccupied space you can see, and then move up to half your speed. At the end of the turn, you can teleport back to the spot you occupied. This is not
Doesn't
fine.
specify.
I don't see anything that restricts it. So you can move normally. This is as a bonus action. You gain the teleport and move. I'm fine with it.
All right.
So you're blowing side points to basically get expeditious retreat with a teleport.
And so I'm gonna like be right there
Okay,
in this corner.
sure.
Can I teleport then 20 feet up to?
You sure can. I'd say you can teleport up 20 feet, and then you would have
How
and
far,
you can
how
you
far
can
do I
move
have to
adjacent
teleport?
one. I'll let you have the adjacent movement on top of it. It's 20 feet up. So I'll let you have the adjacent movement as part of your half movement. So you still have 15 feet after landing in this square.
All right.
So you have 15 feet of movement left. You do not see the giant yet. Okay, you see the giant. I will reveal him. I don't know if you want to tweak your move at all.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
And then I tell him, you may as well give up. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to whip his ego again. So that's going to be that. Oh, no.
He succeeds. Thank God.
Oh man.
And then Rallick disappears back down to the spot from the there and back again.
Oh, that's right. You can teleport back. Nice. Zoop.
And yeah.
Nargles.
You have haste. Don't forget to double movement, 2 attacks.
Okay.
Does he have disadvantage on the ego whip for the next turn, or is it just for one turn?
What? The disadvantage thing was a short rest.
Yeah, it's a one-off rest ability.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I get what you're saying, Brian. That was the one that restricts what actions he can take, and it's just for one turn.
Okay.
So is that elevation to the left, right?
To the left, that's this line right there is 20 foot tall.
Okay.
It looks worked. It looks like most of this chamber was actually carved.
Oh, I'm supposed to still do half damage to him, Jason.
Oh, go ahead and roll your damage.
I can't drop it on him, so it won't
Sorry.
be automatic.
There you go.
Yep, halved it.
Halved. Would you hold shift?
No, it just still knew that.
Oh, it remembered. Gotcha. Yeah, 7 more damage to the giant. Who then poofs.
Can I dash over to the wall there without running over the ice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, you'd have 5 feet of movement left once you got there.
Just move me to the wall.
To get to there, you have 5 feet of movement left with haste.
Okay.
Combined with the ability to dash, I mean, you could take a bonus action to dash, and then you could even try and climb the wall.
No, I'm just gonna stealth there.
Okay.
You could hold an action if you see it. You could shoot it.
Yep.
No, I'll wait till next turn.
You're not gonna ready an action?
Well, you might as well ready one action because you've got your haste action.
Yep, true. So as soon as I see him, I'll pull the trigger.
Okay.
Right, since I'm
So you got one attack ready. No problem. All right. Who's next? Shiffinar. Is Shiffinar acting on his own still?
Yes.
What's his orders?
Go get it.
Okay. Then Shiffinar will make an athletics check again.
Hang on. +2 to that.
Oh, okay, good, because with +2 he just makes it. All right, and then he'll go 50 more feet. He is racing along the ledge, but you have not seen him yet.
Okay.
And you are riding on top. Okay. Frost Giant's turn. Boop. So the Frost Giant will go to here. Boop. And he hurls a boulder at Shiffinar.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage or at you? Because I want to remind you that Shiffinar's only got 10 health left.
With disadvantage.
Okay. Let me get the... You know what we need to do here? Let's grab effects. New effect. Disadvantage attack. on the next roll. Last one round. Okay. There's now an effect that you can drop onto things when you give them disadvantage in the effects
Okay.
window. You could hotkey it, and that way when you say you can just drop disadvantage, and I don't have to change my thing. I'll do it this time. It's just easier
okay.
so I don't, because I have to set down the die and pick it back up again.
Sure.
All right, so ranged attack at Shiffinar with disadvantage, and he misses.
Good.
Would have been a drop to 17 there. Would have been a pretty nice hit roll. All right, so a boulder goes rocketing towards Shiffinar, and you lunge down and deflect it with your shield. It goes careening off and smashes into the back wall, taking a chunk out of it. All right, and the giant will.
Which one of these? There are 2 disadvantage attacks.
No, one's disadvantage save.
No, one's a save, one's okay. Got it. I'm hotbarring it now.
And the giant slips back behind the rock.
Oh.
Iron Claw, your turn on your stationary mount. Not stationary, but on your mount.
I can't see it, can I?
You cannot. I'm not going to keep hiding him because it's silly, but...
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
going to close the distance anyway, so.
I already have a concentration spell going.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already moved, so he's not going to move again before his next turn. So I'm not going to get an action unless I hop off and run.
That's the spirit.
Then I can't use my lance.
But then you can double move, and you can hang out with me up near the giant.
Yep. I'm going to get off Shiffinar, which I believe is 5 because of mounted combatant. Then not half my movement.
I don't know. You have to tell me.
You are dangerous one.
Ability, mounted combatant.
Nope, I don't see that. I don't know where I read it then.
Yep. So half your movement, leaving you
And
15
then
move left.
Yeah, and then I'll...
45 if you double move.
Well, I want to get Bone Crusher with me as well.
Oh, I'm going to be next to the giant on my turn.
Oh, are you going
I
to...
think.
All right, then I'll move as far as I can
Six.
towards the giant.
Hold on. You have line of sight.
Oh, well then
Or
I'm
you
going to
can
shoot.
do something.
In fact, you could just come in 1 square higher and have really good line of sight.
Then
I
I'll
think-
do that.
I
and
think
then
that gives
I get an
you-
attack.
Can target a 5-foot square without touching a wall. Yeah, so can you touch the innermost corner without touching the wall? Yeah, so you've got full line of sight. You can hit
How
him
much
without cover with a
How much I
javelin.
can javelin at him?
Okay. 20 hits.
Yeah. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to blow my last 2.
Can you divine smite on a ranged attack?
Negative.
Damn it.
Didn't think so.
What?
Oh.
Really?
4 damage.
I'm pretty sure it's melee.
I thought it was just a weapon attack.
It's definitely. I don't think there's any way to do it as an archer. You might be able to.
When
Divine
you hit a creature
smite.
with a melee weapon.
Melee weapon attack. Yep.
Yeah.
You have more than one javelin though, don't you?
Oh, that's right. I get 2 attacks.
It's a free item
Thank you.
interaction. 13 misses. All right.
Okay. Now I'm done.
All right. Foggle.
All right, so I'm going to move like I have 30 feet of movement, don't I?
Yep.
So I'm checking something here. Oh, that's not what I want. Hang on. Move to there. Will I have line of sight? I will not have line of sight till him, will I?
Negative.
That's alright. I want to move up anyways.
Okay.
Actually, can I want to double move?
Okay.
I think 'cause I can't. Or 1 second. Earth. He's too big for earth and grass. That's not gonna work. Magic. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
wouldn't have
double move.
line of sight anyway. It's 20 feet up.
Oh, okay. Well, piss. And how was my athletics is shit, so 6 foot. I guess I'll start following. I'll start going around this way then. So what I need to get up the 5-foot climb or whatever?
It is a difficult climb.
Really difficult.
Yeah, it's a 15
I'm
climbing
gonna come over here
check.
to start playing with the lever. I'm just gonna start flipping the lever up and down for fun.
I think I'm gonna need an athletics check to reach it.
Okay.
The
I
lever's
believe in you.
a giant uses this lever, so
All right. So
you
I'm
have a
gonna go ahead and
running
tie
start.
I'm gonna go ahead and tie the chaos to help.
Jesus. Athletics check for the jump.
Advantage. There you are.
So what's your strength mod?
-1.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. No, you failed to reach it.
Okay.
I just hoped you had him grab it and then not even pull it down.
Right,
Yeah,
just
that's
hang from it.
That would have been funnier.
Hey guys.
Then I crawl up, brace my feet against the wall, trying to pull it back,
Right.
and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Bone Crusher.
All right, so that's 60 feet.
Yep.
I can be next to my buddy.
Yep.
I don't think I have a ranged weapon. Does haste only affect physical attacks?
I don't think so.
You only get one extra.
You get an extra
Attack.
action that's an attack.
Yeah.
That attack can be a ranged
like
attack or
regular
a,
action.
or a
or
regular
normal,
attack.
Whatever you want to do.
Like if you have the extra attack ability, you still only get one attack from the haste action.
Right. I was just making sure I
Cast a
couldn't like
spell
cast a
first,
spell
right?
twice.
No.
Negative. Only action surge lets you do that, I think.
Yeah, because it gives you a full action to do whatever you want with it.
All right. Well, in that case, we're gonna do guiding bolt.
You hit with a 20
Nice.
and do 12 points of damage and grant
Decent.
advantage on attack. To attacks against it. That's for the whole turn, isn't it?
Yeah,
the
until
next
my
attack.
next turn.
Right, right.
End of my next turn.
It's a single attack, though.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. It's roll once. Gotcha.
Did I end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Start at the round 4. Rallic, you're the first one to act.
Relic is going to use 2 side, just straight up teleport right there
Okay.
with a bonus action.
Well, you still got to go 20 feet up.
Yeah, I get 40.
Oh, gotcha.
I get 20 per side. I'll use
Oh, I
the
see.
side.
I see. And then you get half your movement on top of that, right?
Not with this one.
Oh,
It's
that's
just-
actually that's a different one. I got it.
And I'm assuming I can see the giant. a little bit.
You should be able to. Yes, you have full line of sight to that top left square. Of course, there's cover because of the other guys, but I'm assuming you're casting a saving throw. Relic doesn't
And
seem like much of an
he
attack
just,
roll guy.
He says, "Give up, or we will crush your body." And then, telepathically, he says, "And I will crush your mind."
Ooh.
And then he uses a mind thrust.
Okay.
On giant.
He fails that save. After you roll damage, give me an intimidation check. Ooh, 14 damage.
I mean, Rock's not actually good at this, but
He's pretty good this time. That is an 18.
damn.
I will say, free action, just shouting. The giant yells that he surrenders. I yield, actually, is what he yells. I yield! He screams it in giant.
The trap, don't believe him.
He
How
drops
do
the
we take
boulders
a
he's holding.
giant? That's good. Man, we need like chains or something to wrap him up. He's going back with us.
You got a
people
pet.
bring him back? Relic just
Not
wants
a
it.
pet. He's a prisoner. He's going to town.
All right.
Do we have chains big enough to hold him?
So, Nargles, you're scaling the wall.
I'm scaling the wall.
Need an athletics check. Or acrobatics, your choice. Yeah. You scramble up the wall. You come up by the pile of boulders.
Did I understand what he said?
You saw
I
him.
don't know,
You heard him
giant.
yell. I don't know. Is Bone Crusher or Ironclaw repeating it, or Rallick? Because Rallick, you understood him telepathically.
Yeah, I mean, we'll say he's yielding.
Okay, then you
He
hear
plans
them
to-
calling out as yielding. You also see that he has dropped the boulders he was holding. And his weapon, he has a large axe, but it's still strapped onto his back. And he's
Give me
holding
1
his
second.
hand out. But he's holding his hand out away from you. He's looking towards them. He is actually blissfully unaware of your presence.
I'm gonna order him to lay down.
I'm figuring out what Nargles would do.
Do you want to hold or do you want to fire?
I'm gonna hold any movement. I'm gonna fucking fill him.
Okay. All right, you tell him to lay down. He thunders down to his knees. He looks very defeated. Like his face is just dejected. And he drops down to like his forearms and then lays down on the ground. You have bested me, little people. At least it was by my cousins. He's speaking to the Goliath.
And a goblin.
I'm gonna haste over to him and disarm him. Like take his axe, take any other weapon.
Okay.
I want to climb up the barrels.
I will
Get
say
up
the
barrel.
axe is roughly 10 feet long. Like you can
I'll
can
drag it,
heft
shove
his
it
axe
aside.
away.
I'm 19 strength.
Right, you can grab it. I'm just saying it's really fucking heavy. But you like "Ugh," and scoop it away and toss the axe aside. The giant tells you, "I will not give you any trouble. You have bested me honorably." Still talking in giant. Just assume everything he says is in giant, unless I say otherwise.
Jason, I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth on that area.
Okay, how many spell slots you got left?
1 first level.
Okay, that's it. He is absolutely. If you want to cast Zone of Truth, anything else you
Yeah.
ask him, let me know.
Okay. It's like, why are the giants coming from their hiding places into this into the world?
There has been a call to find the Ring of Winter. The ordning is shattered.
The ordning?
It's
Yes.
their hierarchical system. Who's making that call?
Shit, you're gonna ask me. I think it's Jarl Ironfrost or something like that. He says some name that may change in the future, but I believe it's Jarl Frostbane or something like that.
Why did you capture the human from the town, from Brinchander?
I starved the Yeti that you defeated to defend my home. I keep it on the edge of starvation. He was going to be fed to it.
What do you know of Artis Cimber?
I know that Jarl wants him. I know that he possesses the Ring of Winter that will return the world to an eternal ice storm. If we can
The
do
ring-
this, then we will rise to the height of power among the giant kind.
The frost giants will rise to the height of power.
Yes.
Are the other giants in cahoots with you? Because there are hill giants as well in your group.
Hill giants are morons. They are no part of my group.
Don't you think the other giants might oppose a frost giant domination?
It is the ordning. We will put it back the way we want it. They have no choice. They must accept it. Once we earn the favor of the giant Allfather, they will accept the new ordning. No
Yeah, that's
longer
what
will
goes-
we be subjects of the storm giants.
So I'm kind of letting everybody know what he's saying, keeping them included.
Seeing that you're
Did you
translating,
realize by surrendering you're going to come back with us?
seeing that you keep translating, he says, "I can speak common if it's easier." It's pretty thickly accented, but
It is.
yes,
That would be easier.
I understand that by yielding I am going to be a prisoner.
Why have giants declared war?
We have not declared war.
But by attacking a town, haven't you?
No. Attacking the small folk is not declaring war. There would be no war. A war suggests the possibility that we could lose.
But you did, or no, I don't speak goblin or giant. Somebody shut up.
He's
No,
not
no,
speaking
he's
giant.
being
He's
common.
speaking common right now.
Oh, he's been okay. Sorry. So yeah, but he did. I'm way over here anyway, so I'm not gonna chime in.
You're
No,
messing with the
no,
lever.
wait.
You're hanging
no
from
way
the
possible.
lever.
Yeah.
But he did lose!
There's no way I can get up there, so I'm just not even gonna try. Like hard, sure, but like,
No, you can scale up it. Like, you can scale the wall and then, like,
Actually,
you're like
while
doing-
hanging out shouting.
no, it's
While
like one of those
hanging,
rock
shouting.
climbing videos, like the speed climbers, and like you make the big leap to catch the lever. And
Nice. No, that's not fog at all. No, I'm hanging from the latch, and I look over and shout, "But you did lose!" As I'm hanging there.
he doesn't hear you. You're actually too small to.
Yeah.
You're just like
How's
a
that
gnat
small-
buzzing
the small
around over
folk?
there.
That's fair.
The Goliath are small folk. You're an insect.
Yes. That's fair.
As I'm pilfering through shit, who was the name of the person they were looking for in the city?
But with your investigation, you notice there's a
Artisan.
large treasure chest next to him where he's laying.
I'm gonna pop it while I'm talking.
Okay.
by like some giant honor code, since he said he would come back with us, he won't struggle or try to get away or anything, right?
He claims that he will not try to escape. That he is your
He just
prisoner, and he will face justice. You have defeated him fairly.
Is he being truthful?
He has not told a lie.
All right.
Is there
So that's a
anything
nice giant thing. They're very honorable.
It's not unheard of for giants to be honorable. If they're the frost giants especially really respect strength in battle, and you defeated him straight up. And in his eyes, he was largely defeated in primarily single. Like really, Rallick is the one that it seems like he's submitting to, and he seems kind of terrified that Rallick can just get in his mind like nothing. So
Okay. Then we'll say.
I mean, you're obviously going to shackle him. Like, as long
Yeah.
as he is treated as fairly as a prisoner, he will not. He understands that he has yielded.
I'm just gonna let him know that Rallick doesn't sleep.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him that we're going to take him back to Bryn Shander, and that the spoils of his lair will be used to repay the fine, the people of the damage that they've done.
Whoa.
And then I'm going to look over at you, and I'm going to mouth, "Hurry."
You get your cut, don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, can we find any kind of manacles of some kind to put?
The chains that were on the thing could be
Yeah.
used. That were
Okay.
being used for the door. You find in the chest 90 platinum pieces, 2,000 pieces of gold, 2,500 silver pieces and 500 copper.
I look at the giant and say, man, you did a great job for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate what you've done for myself. And I go back to looking at the
these. I identified them.
treasure.
I'm trying to see what else is in there. Oh, there is a set of splint armor. It's heavily decorated with fish and shell motifs.
Ask him, who'd you get this armor off of? As I'm pulling shit out of his chest. This looks amazing.
He tells you that he found it a long time ago. On a small folk that he crushed.
Is it magical or something?
It does appear to be magical.
Okay.
There's also there is some vestments lined with gold thread, like priest vestments. Probably worth 25 gold. And there is a potion. It's you can see smoke above the level of the fluid, and it's a flickering orange liquid in the vial.
Like, it seems explosive.
Yeah.
Be careful with that one.
You'll have time. It's a potion of fire breath, which I will identify.
Okay.
And the other one is Mariner's Splint Armor. It's splint mail that gives you swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Wow.
And if you end your turn with, if you start your turn with 0 hit points in water, you will rise 60 feet to the surface.
We should at least hang on to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
It would actually
I
be
guess
quite
we're gonna-
prized in 10 towns. Or any seafaring city.
Sure.
As it's armor that you could wear in the water.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
not everyone's a water paladin.
So, you managed to fashion up restraints for the giant.
I asked him to carry his treasure chest for me back to town.
You carry it. He's a prisoner. Prisoners are expected to do tasks. Yeah, you can load the chest up with whatever you want. He'll carry it. He does have a request.
I have one request too.
Okay.
What's his request?
His request is, can he be allowed to bury his wolf?
Oh man, I wanted to make a cloak
Of
out of
course.
him. God damn it. Yeah, but give me the bolt that I stuck in your neck.
I tell him yes, and I will help you.
We also need to bury the orc guys or burn them or whatever.
They served me well, and they were outcasts. They were exiles from their own tribe for being intelligent.
I understand they were bested in combat. I mean, we can show due respect.
Okay. So
So
you
that
will.
wants to know-
He says, as far the orc way is to burn their bodies. The ground is very cold and it's difficult to dig a grave. He wants to, and actually, I'm sorry, he wouldn't have asked to bury the wolf. He would have asked to burn the wolf. So he
Okay,
wants
yeah,
he
we'll
wants
burn 'em
to
all.
build a pyre and burn his wolf. So
Yeah, let's build a pyre real quick and burn them.
okay,
Is he going to give me my bolt out of his neck? The first one that went really deep?
yeah, he plucks the quarrel out of his neck and hands it to you. As far as if you want a cloak, you're welcome to any of the skins on the ground. As you can see, there's a large piles that the wolf used to lay on. That was like
Nah,
the
I
wolf's
wanted
bed.
a frost wolf cloak.
No, we do want a cloak for the human he brought, though, to keep him warm,
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
probably a good idea.
Good idea.
along with anything else that may help keep him warm.
And as we go out of the cave, we're going to say, hey, don't freak out. We have a new friend.
Oh, okay.
You might want to go ahead and warn the guy before
Yeah,
he
no problem.
sees
You
the
guys-
giant.
I'll do that.
You guys let
I'll
him
do
know we captured it. We're gonna take it back to Bryn Shander. So
He's now a prisoner.
he's
all due
freaking
respect.
amazed. Like he thinks you guys are absolutely incredible. Like you captured a
pretty
giant. Like, the giant's like 3 times
Of course
taller
he
than you
did.
guys.
Yeah, we're amazing.
I'm going to say, I have one more request of you. Can you help Foggle pull that lever?
Nice.
Dude, you could probably help Foggle pull the
Oh,
lever.
I know,
Yeah.
but it'd be fun. Anyway,
He's not your plaything, okay?
well, then-
I'm just
Oh,
just
okay.
kidding.
Well, if you were serious, he can't move it
No, it won't move because we
because
bound it.
it's
didn't
jammed.
we?
The mechanism's jammed with a crowbar. So
So I guess we're going to short circuit the trip back to Bryn Shander, and does it take? It took us 2 days to get here. What time is it?
took you a day
Do
and
we
a
leave
half.
now? Do we leave now? Do we leave later?
You're fairly certain if you left now, you could make it back to the clearing you camped at last time.
So we should do that.
Yep. Has the weather improved any?
Still snowing. It's pretty normal up here. Not like blizzard conditions, just regular snowing. For you
Okay.
guys, it's clear weather. For the rest of the party, they're like, "Ooh, it's cold out." You're like,
Okay.
"Ah,
We
it's
bundled them up.
nice and crisp."
Yeah. Unless there's any objection, I say let's head back.
The ice giant's sitting there complaining about the heat wave.
Okay. You make your way back to camp, or back to the camp you were at. It's pretty quick to set everything back up. You also have the giant haul some lumber back with some of his firewood. You have him throw it in a bag, and so basically he's just carrying a bunch of crap. And you have him bring most of the valuables it looks like he stole that he can carry. And yeah, you head back. Along the way, we can get into what he talks about next session. So it's 8 o'clock.
Can I ride him like a mount on the way back?
Negative.
Oh, man.
Negative.
Take
And
it
I
off.
will say that I will reinforce that he said, as long as I am treated honorably as a prisoner,
Oh, that's a fair point.
I will yield.
I will make sure he's treated honorably.
Yeah.
Are
So,
ball gags
like,
included
he
in that?
understands. No.
Wow.
Like, he understands that he is
Oh.
expected to carry stuff. He understands he's expected to make restitution. He was defeated. He doesn't fight being shackled.
Would feeding him his wolf be considered honorable? Can we eat his wolf?
Definitely.
His
burned
wolf
it.
was
We burned it.
burnt in a pyre.
Yeah, and
so
they
it
burned a
doesn't
wolf in a
Or
proper
cooked
funeral
nicely.
pyre.
Sorry, I was.
He's
that.
at no point are there like tears, but you can see he's very mournful that his wolf is dead. So there was definitely a bond with his wolf,
I'm so freaking tired.
and he'll have a name next session.
Nice.
So
Oh, yeah, I
thanks.
guess we should have asked him his name.
Oh, hey, Praetor's Rejects. Thanks. Saw another join. We'll be. I'm assuming we're all playing next week. We don't have any more vacation stuff or crazy
Should be.
family stuff. Okay. Well, those tuned into the stream, I'll be throwing this up on our YouTube. Details are linked below the stream. And we can also catch up. Episode 2 is kind of quiet. And we'll be back next Tuesday, 7 Central. And we will continue our adventure on the way back to Bryn Shander with a giant captive. Thanks for watching. Bye.